The hell?
Now BTTP podcast is starting.
Yeah, now it's starting. Fucking Craig, you asshole. Why'd you leave? Well, let's I guess fuck it, let's just dive right into it.
So, our first topic is gonna be on Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti.
Oh god.
So,
Yeah, you can go first with your opinion on it.
okay, bro, I thought this was like a really good album. Um, like all the sounds that he covered on this album is like really fitting for what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to fit all the SoundCloud sounds that has been like going on over the last like 5 years all into this album. There's like in the beginning you hear Rockstar Made, which is like really, I think it's really like Florida influence with like the distorted 808s. Um and his voice, you can hear like the Atlanta influence with like Young Thug and Future, where it's like really like I don't know how you call it. It's really stretchy and like he's like yelling really weirdly. But I call like the Young Thug voice or Future voice. If you listen to them um a lot more, you'll hear it, I think. And there's also like the Lil Uzi sound with like a couple of tracks on here with like Bino and Slayer.
I mean,
It's
he
like
had Molly
really,
Raw on it, which I was pretty surprised about. He had Molly
yeah.
Raw multiple times on there.
I really like those beats. Those songs sound like the Lil Uzi songs.
For
Uh,
real.
there's also like um the Young Lean influence songs. I hear some Young Lean in there, like in the production on a couple of the songs. Is I hear it on Sky and Over. They sound like really do you know what hyper pop is?
Hacker Pop?
Hyper pop.
No, I don't. Hyper Pop.
So it's like a type of sound that Lady usually raps on, and so I guess it's like more of Blady influence, more to like Young Lean, but I think Young Lean is like the bigger archetype, and apparently they're gonna collab on a song in the deluxe version too. They have like a whole music video recorded, apparently.
Him and Blade?
Cardi and Young Lean.
Cardi and Young Lean. Sheesh.
Have
See,
you heard? Have you heard their past collab? Um,
I did not. Wait, actually? That's not true.
what do you mean?
I think I did. I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I'm pretty sure is it off of one of Young Lean's like very early albums?
No, it's his last one actually. His latest one is on Star.
Wait,
Um,
really?
yeah, I'm gonna play it for you, and I'm just gonna cut it out of the podcast. But I'm gonna play like the leak snippet. Um, People trashed on it. They put it out around the time that Cardi collabed with Drake.
Yeah.
So
Stars was a great album,
and
by the
you
way.
pretty good. It's really like um electronic influence.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know how I feel about that, but yeah.
I like it. I think
See,
that Stars, for some reason, really reminds me of Stranger. It's like a revamped Stranger. Stranger was better. I will give you that. Stranger was better, but it is like a revamped Stranger.
I like Strangers more because it's more like rap orientated. It's more cloud rap. Like here,
Like
I'm gonna
on Okay, yeah, play it.
play this. Okay. Well, um, what did you think of that little leak?
I like it, but I prefer the non-Cardi version.
Yeah, the non-Cardi version was really good. I like how experimental we went. Because like at one point, people were like really um boxing him into like doing the whole baby voice thing,
Yeah.
and it was getting really boring too. It's like really mainstream now. I don't know if you know, but like, do you know about Mario Judah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He like, I think I told you about him or something. He like put out a whole like 4-song tape where he like did Cardi's whole sound.
Really?
Yeah, like the whole baby voice sound, and he called it a whole lot of red too. Um,
Really?
yeah, he did it pretty well, but I think like it's really surface level. He didn't like catch the whole vibe of it and the whole everything that he was trying to do, in my opinion.
For real. Mario Judah, bruh.
Yeah. Did you like how on this album Cardi said he's like a rock star and shit? Um, I know because he listened to like punk, rock, other type of stuff other than just
I
rap.
think so. I hate Cardi. I don't like his music, but I will say that when it comes to like rock star shit, I do think rappers are the new rock stars. So I 100% think that the music he's making in his own platform is the equivalent of like the punk music scene, just revamped with a different sound. Honestly, 100%. I'd agree with that. I think so.
Okay. Back to the features that are on the album. Did you like Kanye or Cudi or Future?
I didn't personally. I didn't
Yeah.
like what they did for the album. Kanye is just a whole different fucking story. I really am. I'm really losing it on Kanye. Like, I was listening to Graduation a couple days ago, and I kind of was like, "Damn, like this dude really lost his way." I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. Like, it was
Yep.
really bound to happen at some point. Like, yes, of course, like he is one of the greatest artists in hip hop that came out right after the golden era ended. But he, for, you know, he started to lose it a bit. I think
I
Yeezus and, well, wait, what were you gonna say?
yeah, I thought he did really start to lose it. But I like the thing that he tried to do. I like the beat on this song though. I like how they like switch back and forth between like the strings
Hmm.
section of the beat and like the little electronic part. Thought that was really interesting.
Yeah,
But Cardi was way short.
it's really random, but one artist I've been listening to a lot lately and really thinking about is Mac Miller.
Mm,
Um, like, and I've been thinking about all these artists, all these new artists, and like their legacy, I guess. And I remember Mac Miller coming out. I don't really know the age of you know people watching this, like how old they're gonna be if they remember it. But obviously, I'm pretty sure you do too. Like you
mhm.
remember Mac Miller around the era of like Kids and Best Day Ever, like around
Yeah.
like the Donald Trump time. Like when he came out with that. Like I remember when he came out with Donald Trump. I remember when Best Day Ever came out. Best Day Ever was like, well,
Yeah.
Kids was like the first songs I'd heard from him. I think the first song I ever heard from him was Nike's on My Feet. And then,
Yep.
different. Then I heard Good Evening and Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. And then
Mhm.
I remember when Best Day Ever came out and Donald Trump and all those songs. And I kind of was a fan ever since around like end of 2010, beginning of 2011. But one thing about Mac Miller that a lot of people fail to remember is that up until, I wanna say, like, 2013, he was looked at as an artist who was just like a frat rapper, kinda dumb music. He was looked at as like, "Oh, he's just ruining the scene," and, obviously that changed, you know? It changed in the way of, he came out with Watching Movies with the Sound Off, and people were like, and, he came out with Macadelic, and people were like, "Oh, maybe he's a little different than Good AM," and The Divine Feminine, and then, of course, Swimming, and then his death and Circles, and I think it really solidified a legacy with him. And I think that a lot of these artists, these newer artists like Playboi Carti, and I think you're gonna see trajectory of them starting to fit into those roles a little bit more, of being looked at a little bit differently. Um, I mean, even when you look at, like, Lil Uzi Vert is a really good example. He's a great example of someone who, when he was first coming out, like, I remember when Lil Uzi Vert came out with, Love Is Rage, um, people did not think he was going to last. And then when he came out, Lil Uzi Vert versus the World, same thing. People were like, okay, well, this is probably going to be it. Like, he's going to be gone by the end of 2016. Um, and of course, me and you obviously know that is not what happened at all. He became one of the biggest artists ever, you know?
I think a better comparison would be like Lil Yachty, because he got really cooled compared to Lil Uzi back then. And nowadays, I don't know if people still ridicule Lil Yachty, but I think like other rappers in the industry like kind of respects him now. It's kind of really weird because back then, back when like 2016ish, back when they were both on like Double XL, they were like really ridiculed. Lil Yachty even more
Honestly,
so.
what do you what do you think is in store for, Lil Uzi Vert?
Lil Uzi Vert. Well, I saw this Instagram live video. He went on Instagram live like 2 weeks ago maybe, and I saw him like trying to recapture his old sound like back in the 2016 days. He said he was gonna put out 3 projects: a SoundCloud project, a um a project called Young Forever, and Love Is Rage 3. So those 3. And on the Instagram live, he put out like a bunch of snippets. He was asking his fans what they like. So I want to ask you this. This kind of relates to that because like I think fans of Lil Uzi Vert and Cardi to an extent, they both like the leaks that they put out,
Yeah,
and they like the sound that they have developed over the years. Like they don't want them to change up, right? And
yeah.
because in a whole lot of Red, when that was just released, people hated it, and the same thing with Eternal Take. And then that made them to change their mind. They want to put out a deluxe version of their album. They want to ask their fans what kind of music they want on the deluxe. I kind of don't like that in my opinion. I want the artist to like develop a unique sound, and that's what Cardi did with A Whole Lot of Red. And I like that about this album compared to whatever bullshit that I think Lil Uzi Vert is gonna put out in the future.
Honestly, honestly, here's the thing. So, like, Eternal Take, I think a lot of people, one issue they had with Eternal Take, and I think me and you have talked about this before, but I think one issue a lot of people have had with it was when they listened to it, they're like, these aren't the leaks. This isn't what was coming out in 2017 that we heard from the album. It's like, no shit, that was 2017.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, of course it's not the music that was coming out in the fucking album. What do you think? Like, do you think he's gonna sit on songs that he had What was that? Oh, that was the fucking. But
That's not Craig.
it's not Craig. But it's like, do you think
Yo,
he's gonna sit on the songs that he had, since 2017? Like, why would he keep those in? And when I did, like, I like Eternal Take when I first listened to it, like I was like, I'm not really sure exactly how I feel about it. But as I listened to it a little bit more, and really listened to it all the way through again, I realized I was like, you know what? This is actually a great album, and the Eternal Take standard version is probably the Eternal Take that he obviously wanted us to hear. That was the Eternal Take. I mean, there's some songs in there from 2017. There's some songs in there from 2018. Some from 2019. Well, mainly from 2019. Um, and that's that. And so when he was like, "Oh, well, I'm also going to be coming out, with the Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 that's gonna have like all the leaks and other songs that didn't make um Eternal Take," I was kinda like, bruh. And the fact that he did it as a reissue for a deluxe edition on fucking Eternal Take, it's like, man, how have we not learned our lesson from Drake in 2018? Albums that are over fucking like 15 songs are not going to do good. Like, people don't want that shit anymore. Like, it's way too much. If you look at Eternal Take deluxe version, including Lil Uzi Vert versus the World, that is literally, let's see. I'll pull it up right here. That is 18, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's 32 fucking songs, dude.
crazy.
It's 32 songs. It's like, that is so unnecessary. So unnecessary. And he should have kept it. Those 16 songs that he put, honestly, I will go as far as even saying that Eternal Take could have been shortened to maybe like, first of all, that deluxe edition, Futsal Shuffle, in that way. Fuck that shit. Those should not have been bonus tracks. Those should have been kept off the
Bro,
album.
that was basically like a second deluxe. He put bonus songs and then put out deluxe songs.
I know.
That's bro.
It's too much, dude. It's like Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 should have been released like 6 months later. Honestly, it should have been released like 5 or 6 months later, and it should have been released as a separate side project. And Futsal Shuffle in that way should not have been on the album at all. And I would even say that there's a couple tracks on this project that 100% the album could have done without. I think he could have shaved off probably like 2 tracks from each fucking part, except for the last part. Urgency, Venetia, Secure the Bag, and P2 are a four classics in a row. Baby Pluto, Low Main, Baby Pluto and Low Main classics. I think Silly Watch, Pop, or like Silly, maybe like Pop and You Better Move. I don't know. 2 songs from there could have gone without, and 2 songs from Renji, 100% could have gone without. Did not fucking need them. Like,
I
Bust
think
Me, trash.
I I think Reggie's my favorite part of the album.
Hmm.
Yup. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's my favorite part.
I'm sorry, Celebration Station, Chrome Heart tags, and prices are great.
Yup.
Bust Me and Bigger Than Life, I'm not really too much of a fan of.
I like those. I'm not mad at those.
But
Um,
honestly, for what we got, the 16 bass tracks I thought were solid, and I thought the album was a classic. If Love is Rage 2, like Love is Rage 2, I can listen to every single song in there all in a row, all 16 songs, and not at all feel like, oh my god, when is this gonna end? It's a fucking pure classic. Every song really does it for me. But on
yeah.
Eternal Take, like if Love is Rage 2 is like a 9, I would say Eternal Take is like an 8, and then Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 is like a 7, or maybe a
Yeah, I didn't like
6.
all the features on Lil Uzi Vert too. Um,
Yeah,
like
it was just so Oh man, it was just he really. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, dude.
For the streaming numbers, it's the labels. Um, they want those numbers. Apparently, when it first came out for the first week, the original album, every song on there went on the charts, and then on the deluxe version, all the songs on there went on the charts again. So it did incredibly well. And now everybody's doing it, I guess.
Yeah, everybody's hopping on that wave. Fucking
Uh,
still though, you know what's crazy is that me and you last time we did the podcast, we were like, oh, January is gonna come around. We'll probably get that next Drizzy project. Well, it's January
yeah.
16th, no Drizzy project, and honestly, if I had to guess, I would say he's probably not gonna come out with it for another. Honestly, I would go as if I had to guess any of the release, I would say February or April. I don't know why, but that's what I
Uh,
feel inside my soul is February or
I think
April.
February is like Valentine's, and it kind of fits the theme for his project now, I think.
I
Um,
really hope he doesn't keep the name Certified Lover Boy.
that's like the cringiest thing. It's not even like it's not the typical Drake titles.
Yeah, I think
Got
he
like
honestly, if he keeps that as a title, I think there's going to be some issues. I
do you
like
think
the
he's gonna
CLB
put out
branding. Do I think he's going to put
a
out?
glow? Yeah. Do you think he's gonna put out a deluxe? I don't know if he has like leaks, um, or whatever, but do you think he's gonna put out, let's say, like a Certified Lover Boy 1 and then deluxe Certified Lover Boy 2 or whatever
Honestly,
else
I
he's
feel
gonna
like
name it?
Dark Lane demo tapes was the leaks.
Yeah, apparently that was a bunch of the leaks that he put out, right?
Yeah, like people
Apparently
had
all
like
those songs were
little.
leaked.
Oh yeah, they were all leaked. I think the only ones that were not leaked were like War, Chicago Freestyle, When to Say When, and like 2Z Slide and Time Flies. Those were
Mm.
the only ones that like weren't leaked. Pain 1993 was 100% leaked. I heard little snippets of Losses, snippets from Florida with Love. I heard snippets of Landed. I heard snippets of Not You Too, which was supposed to be a follow up to that other Chris Brown Drake track.
Yep.
For the last few weeks, I can't remember it, but and I heard little snippets of Deep Pockets. So yeah, those were like basically all the leaks, and it's funny because there's probably been like 4 to 6, maybe 7 leaks since then.
Yeah.
But the leaks, it's
Oh,
weird, dude. Drake's he's got that mob ties cleanup crew. Like I swear to God, when there's a leak, it's there for like a week and it's gone.
you don't have them download it?
No. Fucking dude, but I really hope that this is what I hope for. I saw him doing an interview, or not an interview. That's a lie. I saw him doing he was like at a basketball game and he was talking to someone, and he had said he wanted to keep the album clear and concise, like in lieu of Nothing Was the Same, like a clear and concise 10 to 15 songs somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. He knows he can tap into that and give us another Nothing. I mean, not, it's not going to be a Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was the Same as 2013. It's not 2013 anymore. But I know that he can tap in and give us a nice, clear, concise project like that.
Do you want any
100%.
features on it?
Honestly, I don't
Because
even care about the features. I don't even. If it could be all him, and I wouldn't care. There's nobody that I am like, I hope he's on it, you know, to be
what if
quite
he put
real.
what if he put Playboi Carti on it again? Put Lil Yachty on it.
I'd be like, please let it not be another fucking. Please let it not be another. What is it called?
Playing
Yeah, please.
1994.
Pain 1993. Please let it not be another one.
Did you like Oprah's bank account with Lil Yachty?
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I like that one.
No.
Fucking like if you look at Nothing Was the Same, like it's like 13. It says 13 tracks, but there's like double tracks on it, and there's 2 double tracks, so there's like technically like 15 songs on it. Tuscan Leather could count as like 2 songs too, so it's got the equivalent of maybe like
Yeah.
15, 16 songs. The deluxe has 2, and then the physical deluxe had 3. So it's like that was like it was so clear, so concise. It was perfect. And then, there was If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. And If You're Reading This, It's Too Late was like the first like that. I remember when that came out and I saw it, I was like, holy shit. It just felt so bloated. Like that was 17 songs. And then,
If you're reading this is too late.
yeah, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late was 17 songs. I mean, and then, there is a lot of people that go, well, Take Care was 18 songs and then 20 if you count the deluxe. It's like, yeah, it was, it was 18 songs, but it's a little bit different. It is a little bit fucking different. That album was an hour and 20 minutes long. Nothing
Mhm.
Was the Same was an hour long. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late was a little over an hour. So yeah, the timing's not too bad, but Take Care for 2011, that was like a good sized album. Um, and I think he also knew that he wasn't. You got to also think about like the breaks in between. Like there
Yeah.
was a year and a half break between Thank Me Later and Take Care. So it makes sense that we get Thank Me Later, and Thank Me Later is an hour long album, and then a year and a half later we get 18 to 20 songs, and then after that we don't get anything. Remember, there's no album for a really long time after that.
Yeah.
November to November, that's 1 year. November to September, that's 10 months, and a year and 10 months before Nothing Was the Same. And then before If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, there's a year and another year and a half. But then after 2015, then we hit 2015, and this is where Drizzler really started. So if Jersey came out, with like those 19 songs, and that's all we got was those 19 songs, it would make sense. But we got 19 songs, then we got What a Time to Be Alive, and then we got fucking a little over a year later we got Views, and then a year and oh, less than a year later, like 10 months later, we got More Life, and then um a year and 2 or 3 months later we got Scorpion. And of course Scorpion
Yeah.
was like this fucking bloated ass fucking, you know, 26 song album, or 25 song album. Just was a lot. It just was quite a bit. So I can understand why he's taken this sort of step back, for a little bit, because I
I
think
mean,
he was realizing.
he still put out an album last year, didn't he? Take Care. Darling Demo came out 2020. 2019 was there nothing on 2019?
No, 2019 had no releases from him. I mean, there was Care Package, I'm pretty sure. But Care Package was
Yeah.
all old songs. There was no new songs on that. Care Package, if you were like a fan for a minute, like, I've been a fan of his since 2010, then Care Package was just like, oh, here's all these songs I've been listening to on SoundCloud and YouTube forever, just on iTunes.
Yeah.
That's really all it was. I heard Can I in 2015. Like so many of these I heard way before. So yeah, I mean, if you don't really count that, then no, he hasn't dropped a solid project since then. I mean, Dark Lane demo tapes, Yeah, I guess, but literally that's 14 songs and 10 of them were leaks.
Yeah,
So, I mean, but the general public doesn't really listen to leaks.
yeah,
So, I guess you could count that, but still, as like a fan, if you're looking at it as like a fan listening to it, I don't know, it's just like the Drake market from 2015 onwards got a little oversaturated. So if he's stepping back, if he's stepping back a little bit to come in, really dive in with this clear, concise, nothing was the same esque album, I'm all for it. But if I'm gonna get some a fucking 18 to 25 track certified lover boy album, I don't want it.
do you want him to experiment more? Because on Darkling demo, I felt like he experimented more on that Darkling demo, more uh, compared to like Scorpion, where it's like typical stuff from him. Because on Darkling demo, there's like a beat from a underground producer we got with on the song from Florida with Love. He, he rapped on a plug beat, Mexico drill beat. Um,
Yeah.
and he collabed with like the Brooklyn Drill guys on Demons. And I felt like 2C Slide is also really different from him. It's like it's like a really different song from him compared to like the other ones.
I feel like Tuesday Slide was just him copying Lil Uzi, just trying to get on that TikTok trend.
You think that's a Lil Uzi type song from him?
Oh, dude, that was
Without
that was
like
a Lil Uzi copy 100% all the way.
besides like the whole dance thing.
Tuesday Slide
Um
had a dance too.
yeah, I guess I can
Tuesday
see it. It's like
Tuesday Slide, Futsal
yeah.
Shuffle. It's the same. It's the same thing. Just one's Drake, one's Lil Uzi. They both blew up on TikTok. They were both the same
Yeah. Do you want
thing.
to see him collab with Lil Uzi for like another on Certified Lover Boy?
Um, I don't want to see another dance song from it. Yeah, honestly, you're not allowed to. I don't want to hear that shit. Should be comes out with a fucking with another like if I hear one more TikTok dance song, then they should be put to trial in federal court.
Do now that we're all, are you hype? Have you found any other music that you like that you're excited for?
Um,
Um recently or whatever?
that's really hard. I mean, honestly, I'm excited for. Obviously, I'm excited for Drake's new project. That's like the one project that I'm really looking forward to. Um,
Yeah.
I would say other than that, like Nothing Nowhere. Nothing Nowhere is coming out with a new project. Um, and he's coming out with a new project in um next month, February 18th, and I'm really excited for that project. All the singles have been like absolutely amazing. I think that's going to be a straight classic project. Um, other than
Yeah.
that, there's really nothing else I'm looking forward to. Just Drake and Nothing Nowhere's new project. That's really it, honestly. Um, I'm really excited to hear both of those. One thing that you want to talk about before we end this shit is
Yeah.
I want to talk about, dude, Young Lean and Echo 2K and Blades, Sad Boys, Thai Boy, all those dudes, fucking GTB, GTSB, bro. They
Yeah.
have so much influence in mainstream American music, it is not even funny. Like, they are so behind the scenes with so much, like, so much influence. It's insane, and people don't even know about the influence, like, it's there, it's you can see it in Lil Uzi Vert, um,
Yeah.
you can see it in so many different aspects. Even, like, I don't know, man, it's just crazy, like, they have so much influence. I would even say that Drake and Young Lean or, like, Drake and Blady and, like, some of these other dudes, like, they've all definitely been in the same rooms together. They've all definitely had talks about music. I just think that they are so behind the scenes with it and just so innovative that they kinda hit it from a different standpoint, but I feel like they're 100% there. And I really was, like, not sure about it until I saw the "I'm Working on Dying." Like, when I
Yeah.
heard Blade's "I'm Working on Dying" and then I saw that shit with Lil Uzi, it really fucking connected with me. I was like, "These dudes are so big in the hip hop industry, it's just insane, and I feel like people don't even understand the magnitude of their influence."
I feel like um I heard Blade's working on Dying Project. I couldn't get into it. But what's like some what's like the song on that project
Oh,
that
no,
makes you think
I
like,
don't like it either.
oh, you don't like it?
No, I'm just saying that it shows you the influence, you know?
Yeah.
I think 100% when and Blade and Young Lean and even Echo, when they come out with projects, I feel like people watch. I've heard rumors of Echo 2K and Frank Ocean talks, like having talks, but I think that those artists go beyond music. I think they don't collaboration is not really on the table when they're talking with these artists. I think they're talking vision, I think they're talking image. I've heard talks of Jaden Smith being around them. I've heard talks of Tyler the Creator being around them, Drake, Frank Ocean, obviously Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti. It's all of these artists that, you know, I think it's I think it's
Yeah.
just insane. Their influence is 100% insane. And I think that's, like, really overlooked. I feel like anytime you listen to a new project by
Mhm.
an artist by, like, Young Lean or Echo 2K or Blade or well, Echo's only dropped 1 album, but of course, a fucking classic album. Um, Blade or Boy, I think that you need to realize that, like, these people are very, very, very influential.
Yeah. I can see that.
100%, 100%. Very
Kinda sad
influential.
though. It's kinda sad how they won't, like, put out any actual music. Like, the mainstream side is just too mainstream for them to, like, collaborate together.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
really interesting.
yeah, 100%. I think it's pretty sad too. Like, I think that it would be just so fucking dope if, um, it was more, I don't know, more popular or, like, they were more but I feel like there's almost a part of me that thinks that they purposefully don't. Dude, like, Young Lean was on Blonde.
Yeah, and that got cut out too, or it was, like, only on the
Yeah,
vinyl or something like that.
he was only featured vocals on Godspeed. Everything else got cut out.
Was that really Young? I heard, it was supposed to be Young, but supposedly it's not really him, it's some other dude or whatever.
I don't know.
So, you think it's Young?
I think it's Young Lean. It says on the credits that it's Young Lean.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, I just think it's so weird, like Um, like on the track I just showed you with the Playboi Carti song, his song got cut out because I think like the label don't see like why they would help this like I'm not gonna say indie. Do you think Young Lean's like indie type of artist even though he's like really influential?
I wouldn't say. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you could say Young Lean is an indie artist. He's very. Um, I think he's just he's like an indie artist. I
Yeah,
think right after Warlord, I think right after Warlord was when his influence started being bigger. And the more I look, like, dude, GTSB and all those projects that they release, like every single one of Young Lean's albums chart better than the last one. Like I feel like he's growing trajectory, just really slow. But I
mm,
feel like the industry kind of wants to keep it that way because he's their special, their uh, GTSB and Sad Boys, or GTSB, you know, Gravity, Sad Boys.
yeah,
I think that they're just so influential that it's kind of like the industry's little secret,
yeah.
you
I
know,
see Blady getting bigger amongst like um the little Reddit hip hop crowd and like the little
100%.
niche underground side.
I would say that out of all the artists in year 0001, I would say that Blade, Echo 2K, and obviously Young Lean like are going to be huge, like way bigger. I think it's going to be getting they're going to be slowly and slowly getting more popular and more popular. Like Echo 2K's debut album did amazing for somebody who had only released like 10 songs in his whole career to drop a full length album like 5 years after you had like he's been releasing songs since 2012.
Yep.
So 7 years after he's been releasing songs, like 1 to 2 songs a year, he drops an album and it does amazing. He comes out with a fashion show related to it. Everything is insane. Like that clearly means he's got influence, you know? He's got influence. I've seen his name credited on fashion shit with ASAP Rocky. Like he's got influence.
Are you looking forward to anything that ASAP is gonna put out?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't want to hear fucking ASAP Rocky anymore. Or anybody from ASAP. I don't want to hear none of them
Yeah.
anymore. this
Yeah.
homie, this homie dropped a fucking. This dude dropped a fucking dog shit album called Testing, and that was it for me, dude. I'm fucking checked out from that. I don't want to hear any more of Ass Rocky.
Damn. I feel like he's having the same effect as like Tyga on me. I feel like back when Tyga was coming out with like Rack City and all those hit songs back in the day, he has like that really iconic flow that's like really good and everybody liked. And ASAP Rocky has the same thing. Like he has that signature Floyd voice and flow. I feel like he's like overusing that now. And I'm kind of like really tired of that flow that he uses on like every song. Fucking, I think,
I
yeah,
agree. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that he does use the stupid flow every fucking song. I don't know, fuck ASAP. ASAP is nothing anymore. They were they were popping, 2010, 2011, 2012, and then 2013, and they just declined after that. He came out with At Long Last ASAP, which people, it got fucking um it got good ratings, but my god, it just was. If you really listen to it, you can't even get through that fucking album. You can't even get through it. It really wasn't that good. And then he gives us like 3 years of a wait to drop dog shit, and at that point, it's like, man, I don't want to fucking hear you anymore. Stick to fashion, dude.
Roasted.
Honestly, roasted. Fuck those dudes.
Yo, they're gonna come out with like a virtual award show for like rappers on like Monday. This Monday, January 18th, I think. They're gonna call it Yams Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're like,
That's
fuck
pretty
the
dope.
Grammys. They're like, fuck the Grammys. Watch the Yammies. I'm kind of hype, interested in like how that's gonna shape up because like apparently every like Yams Day concert related stuff is like really interesting. Like I feel like they're gonna like if this virtual concert awards show type thing really um is like really successful. I feel like you can see like it helping like a lot of other like underground interesting rappers to like get connections and make more interesting music and stuff. Um, I hope I see that happening. I'm gonna be watching that on Monday.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think that'll be like a really good fucking idea. 100%. Like, I think ASAP should stick to their, you know, they should stick
they
to their, yeah,
they should get more people into ASAP.
for real.
They should be like a whole collective thing. Um, like the last one they recruited and it's actually successful. It's like Cardi and actually he doesn't even put ASAP on his name, so people don't actually like really know about that. I don't think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
Also, I'm
back on.
excited for Slow Tie's new album.
Yeah, that's why I brought ASAP up. Like his new song, he does that same flow on that slow that song.
I'm
Um,
excited for Slow Tie's new album.
was he good? I only heard the ASAP song with him.
Nothing Great About Britain was all right, but his project Runt, like I Wish I Knew, Slow It Down, and Runt were fire.
Okay, I'm gonna check those out.
He's EPs. I hope Tyron is good, but I don't know. We'll see. But
Check that out for sure.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah,
Time to kick Craig out and tell him to fuck off.
Craig is out, bro.
Let's get it.